Hi guys, look who's on time. Welcome sup, how you guys doing? Happy Friday. Hello Joe, Ellis, Charlene, Dances, LaFera. Hope you guys are all doing real well. I am here and ready. I have my Squirrel Squad mug, although it's slightly a lie because it's empty for now. My tea is still steeping. I'll grab it in like a minute, but should be fun. Should be real quick. It's not even, I don't even have to do anything with it. I've made some soothing, calming honeybush tea, which is as delightful as it sounds. It's just like a red tea, but it's like a sweet one, but you don't have to sweeten it. It's real nice. And I figure we can have like a real chill wow and hang out. And I was cold, which is why I'm wearing a big scarf. And I'm immediately not cold anymore, so now I have to rethink my outfit choices. How you guys doing? Did you try something different with your makeup? Oh yeah, I forgot to fix it. I tried to do a smoky eye, but I clearly messed up my blending, or didn't blend enough, or like, well, this eye is okay. This eye has some issues, but we're just gonna blow right past that. Thank you for the compliment. It's very sweet. Love the outfit. Thanks. Congrats on your ZG mat. I'm on my 282nd attempt. I wish you the best of luck. You gotta hang in there. Watch for about an hour and they have to get ready for work. Katie, I'm gonna have to get up in like a minute or like 30 seconds, or I mean, maybe this works out. Maybe you can stream while I get my tea and like adjust my amount of layers. Look gothy today. It might be, there's like some lace going on here, and then this is like black. This is bright green. It's just like off camera. Kitty don't care. I mean, a lap is a lap when it comes to this cat, but she'll hold down the fort. Oh, that's my tea. I'll be right back. Kitty, you stream? Oh no, that's just leaving. All right. Well, the fish can stream. Where do I put this? Like here, and then I've got like a leggings and skirt situation, and I had like put pajama pants over it because I was too cold earlier. Okay, come here. Anyways. I've got like a tiny bit of a sore throat, and I really hope that I'm not getting sick because nobody wants to get sick. So I figure we're just gonna take it easy. We're just gonna do some nice, easy Mythic Islands. I know they're like Mythic, but they're not that hard. And maybe we'll get, maybe something will drop. I was gonna level my Culture and Shaman, and I might still change my mind and go back and do that. But for now, I've been kind of I've been wanting to play this character all week, and I just haven't had time yet. Thanks, Jamie. Hello, everyone. How are you all? I misread your comment for a second, and I thought you asked everybody how tall they all were. It's like, hello, everybody. How tall are all of you? I'm tired. Hope you don't get sick. I slammed some hella vitamins this morning, so that might help. This is nice. That's a nice thing to do. Can you hear the cat purr? She's like purring real close to the microphone. Okay, alright. I'm gonna put together a group. And by group I mean get 2 people to help me. I guess first I can take that mission and do the thing. Apologize in advance for my English or lack thereof today. That's okay. We're all okay. We're just gonna hang out and relax and be friends. Very similar to one of my cats whose name is Luna. I know a couple of cats named Luna actually, and they're all like total sweethearts. I mean, I don't know them personally, but I know them on the internet, and that's like the same thing. Sure. Yeah, why not? I don't think this through too much, typically. Yeah, sure, why not? Okay. Midnight to you. Hello, everyone. Hello. Happy weekend. Got a big Saturday coming up, or a small Saturday, depending on what kind of Saturday you prefer, I hope. What kind of talents do I want? I guess I'll pick them when I actually get in there, but I think I go back and forth on whether or not I want Misery or Dark Void. I think it depends on how big the pulls are going to be. I'm going to try Dark Void, and then if I don't like it, I'll switch for the next one. So I'm just going to go pre-made. I guess I should scooch myself in a little bit. I've got like a cat in my lap, so it's tough. Pre-made, islands, starter group, title's going to be Hi, I'm Hazel. And then minimum item level, I'm going to say 390 for Mythics. I thought my item level was like done. I thought I was like done getting upgrades because we're not raiding anymore. But, I got something out of, oh, I remember to put a gem in it too. That's nice. I keep getting like little things out of Mythic Plus, and I've actually already done my Mythic Plus for this week, which is kind of nice. I got into a run on Tuesday, which was like the earliest I've ever done my weekly key in my entire life. So it was nice to just have it out of the way. Although I do still need my weekly... Oh, I shouldn't have sent out all my dudes and missions. I do still need to turn in my weekly island thing. Another mount today? Maybe. That was admittedly part of my reasoning and logic. Hang on, I gotta lose the scarf. It's too much with the cat. I think that was part of my reasoning and logic for wanting to do islands instead of Kulturen leveling, was because I guess I got bit by the bug. I've had like some good mount moments recently, and now I just want more of them. Plus, the other logic is that it's currently Pet Battle bonus event week, and I still need pets from here, so I want to see them all drop myself. I don't want to buy them. I don't want to receive them. And if I get more drops, then this would be a really good week to level them, because there's like the extra leveling thing. I actually got all my pets caught up, which was nice. All right. I'm just going to kind of follow along unless we really need some leadership, but otherwise we can just kind of do the thing. Dark Void, little Shadow Crash. Nice. I will say, regarding this season of Mythic Plus, I am on board with Reaping as an affix. One, because it's just more fun than the whole Gahoon Tendril thing. But secondly, because it means that I don't really have to think about my talents. No matter if it's Fortified Week, Tyrannical Week, no matter what the affixes are, as long as it's a dungeon that has Reaping in it, I probably want to take my AoE talents, because I'm going to need them for Reaping. And I appreciate that I don't have to think about it too hard, I guess. Nice mount. Where'd you get that? Thank you. I mean, in case you're serious, it's from Zul'Gurub. Drops off a Bloodlord Mandakir. I'll catch up. I'm just gonna loot some of these. I guess there's some dudes there. I won't worry about it. When do you think PTR will drop? I can only guess. I feel like based on the fact that we have that like secret PTR build out, like there's an encrypted one, so it can't be data mined, but it's still it's like ready to go. I'm probably next week, maybe the week after. Soon, I would hope. It would be weird for them to just like sit on it for a while, especially because like they're like hyping up for something, right? Because Ian did a bunch of interviews. He talked to Polygon, he talked to PC Gamer, he talked to buffed.de, and he didn't say a whole lot. Like they talked about, you know, regrets that they've had and, you know, whatever. But as far as like actual news, they just said there's like an info dump coming. There wasn't a whole lot of new stuff that came out of those interviews, so I'm assuming that they're doing that to like get people thinking about it for soon. So glad to finally see you live. Your hair looks lovely today. Thanks, Megan. Finally nice enough. It's finally nice enough to be outside, so I'm watching you while I clean my car today. I'm in the outdoors. That's a funny trick of technology, getting me outside. How'd you do that? I'm just kidding. I go outside. I just wear lots and lots and lots of sunscreen. Not because I'm a vampire, but because, you know, you don't want to age too early. Living for the jacket? This is the, it's the WoW one, which is funny because it doesn't look like WoW stuff at all. But it's got the WoW logo, like, embroidered on the back of it. It's nice. I don't wear it that much because it's like one of those drapey things that looks super cute when you see it, like, on someone or, like, on a mannequin or whatever. But then you're actually wearing it and you're like, well, it's very drapey, and that means it's, like, falling off and it doesn't close. I have this vendetta against sweaters that don't close, like sweaters that you're just supposed to clutch about yourself like a panicked old lady. And this is no, it's not a diss on panicked old ladies. that's exactly where I'm going in my life. But, you know, I like it when my sweaters and jackets can close. Should I res or should I save it? Can I save it? If I release, will I still have it later? I don't know. We've like almost killed it. So if I can do this, and then if I can just get, I'm gonna steal that. If I can just get an orb to drop. I wasn't paying a whole lot of attention. I also see that there's been a new member, which I will take a look at very shortly. Oh no, I don't have a kick. I don't have a kick! Ah! I'm enslaved! Oh, it's okay. I'm an escape artist. Can I? Oh, I do have my fear back. Hey! An orb! Oh, we've released already. I thought that was gonna rest somebody. Whoops, I wasn't paying attention. Tall, thank you very much for becoming a member. You have an adorable profile picture. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. I appreciate the support. Okay, we're good. We're fine. It's not a wipe, right? If it didn't reset, it's not a wipe. I'll try and dedicate a little bit more attention to helping here. That would be the responsible thing to do. What's your item level? 407. 407. I want to loot that chest, but I don't want to pull stuff accidentally. There's frost dragons. You have a chance at a mount from this. Ooh. I am not picky. Actually, that's not true. It'd be a little underwhelming if I got the underwater one, like the jellyfish, because yes, it's an island mount, but it's an underwater island mount. I don't ride those. I ride those on alts when they have to do an underwater quest while leveling, which is approximately 3 times a year. It's not very often. A cardigan? Sometimes cardigans have buttons! Sorry. But sometimes cardigans have buttons, and they hold themselves closed, leaving you with 2 hands to do whatever it is that you see fit with your life, you know? What have you done to the t-shirt wearing, Hazel? I'm trying to... I mean, as with most things in my life, I saw some YouTube videos from people living their lives better than me, and I was like, wow, I should try harder. That's how everything starts with me. So I'm trying to dress, not better, but, you know, try a little bit more. Hunter, thanks for the super chat. Keep up the great content. I will try. I will do my best. I appreciate that. Guys, I had such a time, like this whole last week. That video that I put out yesterday, the unlocking hidden pets and vendors video, I've been fighting with it for I've been working on it for I think about 2 weeks, but the last 3 or 4 days have just been trying to get 2 hours worth of editing done. Let's be generous, 4 hours worth of editing done. But for whatever reason, Adobe and I were just not getting along, and every time I tried to adjust a certain parameter, it would lock up the sequence so that it would instant crash every time I loaded up the project, and I would have to make a completely new project and clone all my media over and just do all of this stuff. And I had to do that 7 times throughout the whole thing, and then I'm on it. It's fine. I'm fine. I've just had a time this week with editing. Kincaid Stewart, thank you very much for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. You guys and your support make me feel a lot better about just, life. When I'm having a whole week where I can barely get a video out because editing's rough, because I know you guys are still here and you got my back, and it's very heartwarming. Adobe still crashes. It really depends on what you're doing and how badly you have angered the Adobe gods on that given day. And the thing, if you watch that video, there's a bunch of odd errors. It's fine. It's watchable. Otherwise I wouldn't have put it out. But there's just some strange things wrong with it. And just rest assured that I'm well aware of each and every one of them and have accepted them as the lesser of several evils, like the transitions on the overlay ovals. I'll shut up about this in a minute, I promise, but are real cute for the first 2 of them. And then you notice behind Benfon, there's a weird thing. There's a weird squashed blurry Benfon. And then for the rest of the ovals, they just crossed dissolve in. I gave up. Because trying to animate those transitions, because they're not default ones, I was just real quick animating them in, but trying to do that and then trying to key in an effect on an adjustment layer. It was just making the program just die. And I've done it 100 times in different projects. It just decided that on this particular one, it did not care for it. So I finished the project. I updated Adobe. I updated my drivers. I am being more careful now about rendering as I go, which I thought I didn't need to. I thought that's why I spent all of that money building that computer was so I could just like be a little messy, but no, it's fine. I'm over it. Sometimes Fridays are important. Willie Houston, thank you very much for becoming a member. You guys are a lot today. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. Thanks, guys. That's why shawl sweater, not just a shawl. Never seen you get so passionate over clothing. I just hate being cold. You're ever like having a day and maybe you're at like school or work or like the office or whatever and you're just like you're kind of depressed a little. You're a little like you're kind of irritable. You're not happy and you're just sad. And then you get home and you put on some comfy clothes and like get under a blanket and then you realize you're not that sad. You were just cold. Being cold made you sad. So if I have a piece of clothing that is supposed to defend me from despair, then I would like it to at least do its due diligence by staying closed when it's supposed to and not just letting the despair flutter in like an icy wind of Northrend, you know? You dig. Alright, where are we going? Away from the Horde boat, probably. We can go, like, straight up the middle if you want, and then sort of, like, head north that way. And also, there's some stuff around here, and I've aggroed a bull. How far do we want to go? How far? We're all still mounted up. I'm so jealous of the Silving Albatross. I mean, we can just do this. This is fine. That's another reason why I wanted to do islands today, was because, I'm pretty close to the Azurite that I need for... Hang on, I'm going to VE and then Void Erupt. And get out of that. Pretty close to the Azure, or not the Azurite, the balloons that I need for my, Albatross. Cannon. What cannon? Is there a cannon? Do I need a cannon? Oh, cannon northeast. Cannon. Is there like a cannon event on this map? I'll have to look at it. That's interesting. Also, I appreciate the Hellstone reminder for Hellstones. I already had one, but it was not on my bar. I did not have it on my bar yet. Media not found is most anxiety generating thing ever. That's something that oddly enough I never have problems with. Like, unless I've made, you know, like an obvious mistake and renamed my media or like moved it or something, it always finds my media. And this is the worst thing about it, is that it's not usually a problem that's apparent right away. I was complaining about this yesterday, so I've rehearsed this rant. It's, like, my least favorite errors are errors that only appear sometimes. Like, I'll try to do a thing in Premiere, and it'll work. And it'll work 5, 6, 7 times. And then in the 8th time, it's like, you know what? Never mind. I can't do that. And you look it up, and someone's like, oh, no, it's not very good at that. But it's not like it can't do it. It can. It just sometimes chooses not to, for reasons that I'm sure are reasons, because that's how computers work. They always do things for a reason. But it may as well be just like black magic. I don't know. I've made some adjustments. You know, it's a learning experience. But I just wish, like, if it's going to be a problem, I wish it would be a problem right away so I could identify it and fix it before I'm like, you know, 10 hours into a project. That was me today until I went out and was like, huh, a warm breeze, but I was freezing in the house. Let's get to the cannon before we finish. Sure. Aren't you rolled a 1? Just found your channel a few days ago. I really enjoy your content. Have a good day. Thank you, Patrick. Or hello, I'm Patrick. I suppose you could go by that, but probably just Patrick. That's a nice thing to say. Hazel, I got Ashes of Alar earlier in the week after only 8 attempts, and I feel like my luck has been officially used up. That's a good one to use up your luck on, though. Congrats. At least it looks good. Cold better than hot. I mean, at extremes, neither of them are good. Also, where... Oh, is it the portal? Oh, it's a portal! I understand now. Gotcha. Is there, like, an achievement or something for us doing this, or is it just for fun? I low-key hate Adobe. I wish they didn't hold such a monopoly on the creative software market. I love them, and I also hate them. I don't switch because I really like the features it has, and I specifically really like how smoothly I can move between Photoshop and After Effects and Premiere and Illustrator. And it's just really, really chill going between those things. And it does exactly what I need it to. And also, because it's so popular, there's just like a litany of knowledge out on the internet for me to learn from. So I can sit down and do like YouTube tutorials learning more about what things I can do in After Effects and Premiere all day long. So I love that. The only time I hate it is when it just decides that it randomly doesn't want it anymore. I had at least one experience when I was editing the last set of raid guides where it was like 2 or 3 in the morning and the edit was done. I had made it through the edit, but it just wouldn't export. And I was trying to export it at different settings, and it's not like it failed to export initially. It would spend 30-35 minutes attempting to export and then fail at minute 36, making you start over again. It's like wiping on a really, really long pull time boss at 3:30 in the morning. My fault, actually. That was my fault. I should have started earlier. Always start early enough that even if your software crashes, you can still get it done before it's like the middle of the night. Let's see. 8 attempts took me 240. I'm in exactly the same boat with having used up my luck. My 9 kill Astral Cloud Serpent. I'm done now. I'm cut off. I'm out for a while. Oh boy. Hate how you have to pay monthly for Adobe. I entered in that model. I had never paid lump sum for. I mean, I guess I paid lump sum for Premiere Elements, and that was fine. I probably could have stuck with that forever if I had wanted to. But I don't mind the monthly model because I think it's worth it if you're using enough of the software. I wish I was using a little bit more of the software, honestly. I could stand to do some more things in Illustrator. But yeah, it's definitely there's a reason why so many things, myself and my, Patreon and membership, whatever included, there's a reason why all of these things are monthly. They get a lot more money out of consumers. And Adobe's no exception. Microsoft's no exception. Microsoft Office has been... Can you still buy, like, if you're just, like, a student? I remember they were transitioning back when I was still selling it. And they had Office 365, but they also had, like, Office single use. And they were like, well, you can get it, I guess, but only one and only on one computer. And also, if you drop your computer, then goodbye, like, weird stipulations because they really wanted to push people onto the monthly subscription service. Cannon, kill pirate, get green birdman. Oh, okay, I see. As far as I know, it's as long as the pirate was there, it doesn't matter if you kill it, I think. Hey, I'll have a great weekend. Thanks, GTT. Everyone thinks the first signs of the AI rebellion will be killer machines. For the future, little do people know the first signs are actually randomly and purposeful glitches in software. I mean, is an AI rebellion inevitable? Like, are we headed for one? I started editing my videos on my iPad with LumaFusion. How do you like it? I actually just downloaded that because I really want to figure out an editing solution that lets me work if I'm not home. Like, if I'm traveling, I'm away, I'm at like BlizzCon, or I'm up north visiting my family, or whatever. I want to be able to edit while I'm away, and my laptop has issues, and I don't want to buy another one. So I bought LumaFusion for my iPad, and I really like the way the editing works. It's actually better than Premiere Rush as far as tools go. But the problem that I had was I imported my footage, and that actually wasn't so bad. I did the iTunes import thing. So I was able to drag and drop it from my folder, because I basically want to bring footage that I would use for a WoW video, like not a complicated one, but like a WoW video, and just like throw that on my iPad so I can work on one while I'm away. But the problem is it didn't like my footage. Like one of the pieces was fine, I could work on it. And then the other two were like, well, this isn't compatible with your iPad, despite the fact that it's exactly the same codec and file type as the first one. And also that it's H.264 encoded MP4s. It's not fancy. It's very, very straightforward. And I don't know if it just said that because it was a 4K 60 file. It was like a pretty big file. And it didn't want to handle that. I don't know. This is the gist of my week. Was the item you got worth over 200k? The plundered Amber Shaper's egg? I doubt it. It's neat looking. After I get out of combat, I'll take another look at it. Let's see. I got some doubloons. Yes, but only on my server. I would be flabbergasted if it sells for that. It looks like the region market value is like 10k. So it's probably just like a 10k thing, which still, granted, a lot better for your time than a lot of things you can do. But I doubt it would sell. I guess I should try. I guess I should do my due effort and attempt to sell it for... Nobody's gonna pay 280k for that thing. Nobody. No way. Not a chance. In Germany, we have midnight. Use Google Docs personally. Oh, for office stuff? Yeah, for sure. I mean, it depends on how many features you need, but I think for most people, you can get by just fine with that. Sometimes I feel conflicted about getting Ash's Invincible and Mim's Head from the black market auction house. Do you ride them as often as mounts that you might have farmed naturally? Because I have sort of that thing with my Onzim mount. I have the Reigns of the Raven Lord, but I didn't actually get them out of the dungeon. I got them out of a satchel back when the Call to Arms satchels actually had good stuff in them. And I definitely don't ride it as much as I do mounts that I actually like put the blood, sweat, and tears into. What mount do you really want badly that you just can't seem to get? I mean, a week ago I would have told you the armored Rizashi Raptor, but we're good now. We're past that, so I don't know. I have everything I want. I am happy. Unlock Cold Tyrans. I'm using your leveling tips for leveling them. Thank you. Good luck with it. New to Alliance, I just hit 120 my DK tank. Trying 2 new things, ally being one, tanking being the other. I think that's a good way to do it, because then you're not comparing quite so directly. You've got like a nice different experience. All around. Okay. So there's like a rare and then some nodes there, but the Horde are also there. I don't know how badly we don't want to fight the Horde. I don't know. We can kill him once. I want the King's Rest mount so bad. Oh, that's true. I would enjoy a parrot. I can't say that I've been trying really hard for it. I'm not even picky about which parrot. There's an island parrot and then there's the freehold parrot. I would accept either parrot. They are both beautiful birds. Except Pete. And I definitely don't have either of those. Or a Krog. You know, I don't have any Krogs. The Underrock Krog or the World Krog. Or a Hyena. I really like most of the World Drop mounts, actually. The VFA World Drop mounts. I should probably farm those more. It might be neat, actually, to just do... like, what if I did a video, and this is probably just an excuse to let me just, like, farm it while pretending that I'm, like, working. But I could do a video where I actually track the time, like, the kills and the time spent sitting down and farming each one of them and seeing how long it takes them all to drop. But that would also be a remarkable amount of farming, so I would have to do it in off time, too. Got Mim's Head when it's current content. Are you still saving for the Brontosaur mount? Absolutely. I absolutely am. I'm over halfway there. We're in the home stretch. Kind of. Sort of a home stretch. If they bring the Mage Tower Challenge back, how do you think they will go? What do you mean, how do I think they'll go? I think that if they brought the Mage Tower Challenge back, they would have less versions of it. They would have, like, just so they can, not have to make quite as many of them. I guess that makes it less replayable. But I think it would go about as it did last time. I'm waiting for the bee. The bee's gotta be 8-2, right? Like, how much longer can they make us wait for the bee? Hello there, having a good time. I've been playing them Borderlands again. I got the parrot in my first freehold run. I didn't realize I got it till a couple days later. You just find it in your bags. I feel better now that I have rarity because I know that I'll notice if I get a mount. Because I'm always kind of afraid that I'm just going to have it and not notice that it dropped and then just like have it as a thing in my bags that I like absent-mindedly delete when I'm cleaning up my bags. I don't think, to my knowledge, that I've ever done that, but I wouldn't know now, would I? Have you acquired the fishing mount? Coastal says it's 1 in 200. The Coastal, like the BFA one? The Ray, or what was it? Mounts. Hang on. I'm helping. Shadow Crash. Coastal... It's like a sea ray, right? The Great Sea Ray? Yeah, I have that. And I think the reason why the drop rate stats might be skewed if you're looking at like Wowhead or whatever is because they nerfed the drop rate on it, or they buffed the drop. Well, they nerfed the drop rate. It's harder to get now than it used to be. It was pretty common right at first when the expansion came out, and they changed it. Mrs. One and Only, thanks for the super chat. Is your natural hair color purple? I have always been a grape. I was born a grape. I am a grape. And I suppose when I am old I shall become a raisin. Tips for making gold. I might have some. They might be in my gold making tips videos that I do every patch. The latest gold tips that I have are pretty much just do islands. Islands are good. If you can sell the stuff you get out of islands, it's pretty good gold for your time. And then gathering, depending on your server, but gathering. Herbalism, mining. I've been doing decently well by just like, while leveling my alts, I am herbing and mining on them. And even without the skills maxed out, just the ore and the herbs that I pick up while leveling sells for pretty good. Took a hiatus from farming the Astral Cloud, watch it drop for you, and now I must get it. For LumaFusion, try breaking the video files into shorter segments. They were like 20 seconds long. The longest one was like 30 seconds long. How short do they need to be? Also, my iPad, it's an iPad Pro, but it's not the new one. It's like the first iPad Pro, the 9.7. So it would be understandable if it's just not quite beefy enough to deal with editing 4K 60 files. It gave it a good effort. I might just need to edit in 1080. I wanted to dig up, for like the next time that I leave, I wanted to dig up the Haruma Red X collab that I filmed like a year ago and edit that. But I need to check my old computer because I can find the voiceover, but I can't find the video file. I thought I had it in my archive folder, and it's not there. So I need to check my baking stream PC. I really hope I didn't lose it. I don't know how I would have lost it. Actually, that's not true. I delete stuff all the time. Illustrated. Illustrate the entire Hero collab? We filmed for like 2 hours. It would be like a feature-length animated film. There would just be like no Hazelnuttygames videos for 3 years, and at the end of it, it would just be like a hand-drawn illustration of that one collab we filmed in like 2018. Dang, I got a pet. Not a pet that I need, but it's still a pet. Your bangs look good? Thanks. I'm still trying to like, my hair is a little smoother now. And I'm trying to figure out how to style it to make it like, I'm used to it being fluffier, and it's like real straight here, so I'm like kind of bulbous on top and then straighter down below. So I'm trying to figure out how to style it to get like the shape I wanted back. Doubloons, 3, and then 12. 25 doubloons. 25 is pretty good. How many more do I need, actually? 900. I only need 30 more doubloons. If nothing else, I know that within this stream, because we've only been going for half an hour, I can totally get enough doubloons for a albatross today. Should really be called the not-so-great Sea Ray. Fished at 15 when they changed the drop rate. I was sad. At least you got yours before they changed the drop rate. That was... Me too. I got mine, like, the weekend before they fixed it, and I'm glad that I picked it up, because it looks hard now. Caroline Rose, thank you for the super chat. Just unlocked my Zandalar Troll. Can't decide between a Druid or a Paladin. Ooh, oh, you're right, that is hard. I was gonna say, depends on if you want a DPS or tank, but they can both do that, and they can both do that pretty well. Oh, I don't know. I would say Druid because of the forms, but like the Zandalar Troll Paladin is really cool, and I think the racials are really good with it too. TSM Destroying is TSM's module that lets you disenchant, mill, what else? Disenchanting and milling? I think that's it. That's the gist of it. I thought I had to sneeze, but I don't. Do I? I might. If I was outside, I would just look at the sun, and then that would be the end of that. But, I'm not outside. Albatross 1200? I think it's 1,000. I think the Albatross is 1,000 coins. Would you recommend using herbs to create flasks and stuff for gold, or just selling the herbs for gold? I don't know which one would be more efficient with the farming time at all. So the way I tell that, because it's going to depend based on what the current prices are for consumables on your server, and those tend to fluctuate a lot. So TSM actually has a feature where it will show you the profit of various things in your list. So if I open up TSM Enchanting, so let's see, Enchanting, TSM version of it, you can see that I have like red, green, red, 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 green, green, green. And it'll show you, so for this one, the way it's getting that number, that 97 gold or the negative 29 gold, is it's weighing the current auction house price of the mats versus the current auction house price of the crafted item and showing you whether or not you would make a profit. So if I just bought the mats on the auction house, assuming that they were available, for a pact of crit hit strike, and then I crafted it, I would make a 97 gold profit if I sold it at the current price. So basically, if you open up your alchemy window and you have TSM installed and set up, and I have videos for that, and the whole list is red and it's all like not a profit, then just sell the mats, but otherwise craft the stuff that has a profit. That's one of my favorite features about TSM because it doesn't really require you to like set up much for it. It just goes off a market price. How do we want to do? Where do we want to go? Where do we? Here's a spot. Let's do this. Decisions. It's hard. Why wouldn't you want to be a dino? But, like, imagine the Zandalari with, like, the Ashbringer artifact appearance. Why not both? Any 110 to 120 leveling tips? Sure. I might have made that video, too. But, in case I didn't, I would say herbing, mining. Mix it up by doing... I do pet dailies, like, in between stuff. Just, like, around the world if you have those unlocked, because those are worth a whole experience... a whole quest worth of experience, and they're really quick. And then prioritize your, while you're doing it, prioritize your war campaign to at least unlock the 3 other zones, because you're going to want to do that eventually anyways. And quest. Don't worry about dungeons. Like, unless you have the dungeon quest that comes at like the end of the zone. Otherwise, other than that, don't worry about dungeons. It would prospect for gems. Yep. It basically just gives you a button, and you can press it so you don't have to do the 2-button mouse over. If you want to just destroy a bunch of stuff, and you can like take things in and out of the list and whatnot. I don't really use it because I haven't been milling things for a long time. Went with Druid. It's a good pick. 1k for Albatross. Just checked. I figured. I think that was it. Are we getting new herbs in Nejatar, new potions and flasks? That is a good question. I will have to look for that kind of thing on the 8.2 PTR when it eventually happens. It's not up yet. Hopefully soon. That's a good question. I would say no, but didn't they? They've done that before, right? Wasn't there something new on Argus? Or were there just new recipes for existing herbs? Or sometimes they do the thing where there's like an herb cluster that's like a mystery herb cluster on the new zone, like the frozen herbs or whatever. Made ults of every allied race. Now I just have to find the time to level them. That's the real challenge. Unlocking them, rep grinding, that's nothing. Actually sitting down and leveling them is where it's at. I like that albatross so much. So pretty. I'm in a stream. Welcome, Oceanic Gaming. Is it hard to make them because you are oceanic? Hazel, do you have any tips on how to find BFA's hidden pet vendors? I don't know. You'd have to find some kind of a video that shows you where the vendors are and how to unlock them, and also which quests you need to do to unlock the hidden items that don't initially appear on the vendor. I don't know who would have made such a thing. That sounds like more trouble than it's worth. There were new herbs at Argus? I have, like, blocked Argus out of my memory. It wasn't even that bad. Although it wasn't my favorite. It was very dark. It's a very grim place. Anthony, thanks for the super chat. Thank you for always helping me get through a lot of anxiety and hard times. You are the queen of gnomes, cats, fish, tea, and baking. I can get on board with that. Appreciate the support and the kind words, and fish, tea. Just don't mix them up. Don't put your fish in your tea, and don't put your tea in with your fish. Actually, there is, funnily enough, interesting. Certain types of tanks are called blackwater tanks, and they're actually... You use water that has higher concentrations of tannins in them, which is the same compound. I say compound, I don't know. It's the same stuff that gives tea its bitterness. Like if you steep it too long, it's a thing that's in tea. So you get these like Indian almond leaves or other kinds of leaves, but I think most people use the Indian almond leaves, and you can put those in your water and it will actually stain it like a darker tea color. Driftwood can do this too, and certain fish, bettas included, are more comfortable in that darker water. So people will make like these really natural looking aquariums with black water, which is like brown looking tea water, and then have fish in them. It's like a neat thing people do. Broken Shore had mysterious herb type. Argus had a new herb. What was it called? There were way too many mobs in Argus. I got the, like, I understand that they wanted it to be a dangerous and hostile place, and I think they succeeded with that. It's just, I didn't really like it, you know? That seems to be a common goal of game developers, is we want to make this crazy hostile world you have to survive. And I don't have to try so hard to survive other places. I can just play and have fun. There's got to be some kind of satisfaction of having, like, overcome the difficulties of a brutal, hostile land. But, I don't know. I have enough difficulties in regular lands. Argus or Tanan? Watch the video. I had done the mission because the shady character letter dropped while I was doing this week's pet battles. Congratulations. You may notice that I just used, like, filler footage for that because I definitely have not unlocked them. I did, like, a couple of token PvP pet battles while I was recording that to, like, see, well, maybe it'll drop and then I can use actual footage. But it didn't drop within, like, 3 of them, and I'm like, well, never mind. I need to finish this. It reminds me of a post on Reddit this morning of a guy who found, oh dear. That's no good. Doing island farming today? Yeah. Let's see if we can get enough doubloons, like, I'll at the very least get enough doubloons for a vendor mount. So even if we don't get any actual, like, pets or mounts, but I could use some new pets. I've got like 11 more left to go. I was counting them at some point. I was counting the pets that I was missing, and I was like, how could I still need 11 island pets? Like 11 sounds like a lot. And then I counted all the island pets that I already had, and it was like 20 or 30 something. I was just like, wow, they put a ton of pets into islands. Dang, they did not hold back with that. They really want people to do these, or at least they want them to feel rewarding, I suppose. Any place where you can't fly. I mean, if it blew hard enough, then maybe you'd be able to fly. You could just, like, parachute, kite along. Any updates on how to quickly grind rep for Void Elves? Same tactics. Same stuff that you did back in the day. My Unlock Allied Races Fast video should still be effective. It will work faster now, because they did update the amount of rep that you get from those activities, but it is, to my knowledge, still the same activities that it was back then. Shaman is level 51. I don't remember if that's the level that she was last time we played. I know I leveled her on my own at some point, but I don't remember if it was before or after the last stream. So happy to catch you live. Grats for the 2 mount drops on Tuesday. Thanks, Lady Winter. PvP enabled. The ABT entrance was like the battle of a lifetime. Argus Herb was Astral Glory. That does vaguely ring a bell. Astral Glory. I must not have had Herbalism. Was I enchanting in something else? I thought I had... No, I had Herbalism. I don't know. I have to go back to Argus for the pet achieve. I need to go back to Argus for a bunch of mounts. That's actually something I could do with some of my alts. Because for the next mount run, if I do Throne of Thunder, it's not going to be like a 14 characters a day kind of thing because... Well, one, it's a weekly lockout, but secondly, it's like a 20-minute run. I timed it, and entrance to killing G-Kun took me 20 minutes, and I could probably shave that down to like 15, maybe even like 12, because I spent a bit of time lost running around before Megara, not understanding how to how to unlock her. Figured it out eventually, but it's still a long run, and that wasn't even counting the time that it takes to get there, even if I leave those characters on the Isle of Thunder. So I could take like the extra alts. Like what if I farmed Throne of Thunder just on like my 120s? And then I took my extra alts, like all the 110s, 112s, 114s, and I left them like in front of Argus rares that drop mounts that I still need. Or at least the ones that are up. Like, I need to remember how Argus... I've really blocked Argus from my memory. I know the rares were like a weird thing where it's not always up. But if it's up, it respawns really quickly. And I don't remember how often that reset. Was it a daily thing? Was it a weekly thing? Like, if I wanted to farm Wrangler Kravos for his Maddened Chaos Runner, would I park characters out there and then move them to a different rare if he's not up for the day? When did they reset? They reset every day? No, week? I don't remember. I need to look it up. I'm sure that information's available somewhere. Okay, we can get this thing running. Or maybe it's already running. Oh no, there's... What is happening here? There's like a bunch of extractors. They're not clickable. Oh, and they're not extractors. Oh, it doesn't matter. We finished it. Got a sack of plunder. Secrets of the TSM Masters video. Oh, that one's behind a few. Oh! I completely forgot. I can do another island first. So that's our mysterious treasure map. Also, apparently, Heart of Azeroth level 46, so woohoo for that. What kind of mission do we get? I can't send it out yet, but I still want to see what it is. A candle. I actually need that toy. I'll have to remember to send that. It shouldn't expire for a while, so that's something. Hold on a sec, sure. So, not right now, but oh man, I should have done it at the beginning of the stream. I wanted to do mail time, like unboxing PO box mail as part of the live streams now instead of making like a separate video. And I have some stuff and I wanted to open it today. I should have done it at the beginning of the video. Because now it's awkward if somebody like, I guess I can timestamp it. I can like put the mail icon on the thumbnail and the title and then timestamp in a comment and like the top of the description. So somebody that just wants to come in and check out the mail time can like jump right to it. Right? What do you guys think? But if someone sends you something weird, this is a valid thing. My plan is to like, if it's an unknown thing, my plan is to kind of peek inside the box before I like show it to the camera. Just in case it's something that's going to get me like kicked off YouTube or something. And then if it's like really not cool, I guess I don't want to incentivize getting glitter bombed. Because I really don't want that. I don't know. I mailed you a puppy. You should open it soon. Just timestamp it. Mail time. One more island. All right, gonna log. Thanks. All right, see ya. Thank you. Okay, well maybe not one more island. Okay. Taking a break. Open. Okay, so I'm gonna do this. The idea of glitter freaks me out. Like, glitter is one of those things where obviously it's like sparkly and pretty and hooray, but it's made of like tiny sharp flecks of what, metal? It's like, I've seen too many posts on the internet that are just like, someone got glitter in their eye and now they only have one eye, and exploding glitter is frightening. Craft herpes? You ever get adult themed gifts? No, actually. The most strange thing that I ever got was the very, very first thing I ever opened, which was that Have You Discovered Jesus Yet card. Which was not that strange. It was just well-meaning, but it was funny because it's not what I was expecting. My maps have been nothing but Azerite lately. I got a couple of Azerite ones in a row. Glitter tastes like sprinkles. Please don't eat glitter. Okay. Mail time. Let me grab my packages and my pink box opener and we'll open some stuff. Was the stuff. I think this is what we got. I guess I don't need headphones for this. I'll set them down for a moment. Are you hiding Jesus in the void behind your couch? Oh, you got me. You got me. Also, this way we could have mail time with fish reactions where they don't know what's going on because they are fish. So this one is one that was I would say foreshadowed, but I don't know if that's the right word. But I heard about this one on stream, and I'm guessing what it is because it is from a place called Thrift Books. So I think I know what it is, but I'm excited. I want to see. Blizzard is bad for the environment and fish. That's the other thing. You're right. Like, it's like microplastics. Like, you know, some gets a box cutter, pries things open with fingernails. You know, like face washes and whatever that have like those exfoliating like microbeads in them. They're so bad. I refuse to buy anything with those in them because they get into waterways. Like, they go down your drain, and they end up in, like, a lake or the ocean somewhere. You can't really filter them out because they're too tiny. They don't decompose because they're plastic. So fish just eat them, and they just get into the ecosystem, and it's, you know, it's just there forever because you had to have slightly more exfoliated skin that you could have done with something more natural. Anyways. Eye of the World. So this is the book 1 from Wheel of Time, which you guys were telling me I should read, and now I don't have a good excuse to not read it because I have it in, like, a handy little pocketbook size. I could put this in my purse and I could take it to, like, the hair salon or, where else do you take books and read them? Coffee shops? I don't really do that. I guess I could just read it on my couch at home. Thank you very much. For the gift. I think I remember who said they were sending this, but I don't want to say just in case I'm wrong. But I think I know who you were. So thank you very much. On book 3, and I can't stop. I'm glad to have something new to read. I'm currently rereading Harry Potter. I'm on the Chamber of Secrets right now. I'm like taking my time and just immersing myself in the nostalgia at the end of the day. Okay, so put that over here. This next one, this big one. And actually, I'm gonna do that one last because I think I know what that one is too. So it's less of a surprise. It's also less exciting. This one is from Andrew. And I'm gonna try and get into this without, like, accidentally cutting my hair or something. And I don't know what this is. But it made it in one piece, that's good. I did want to say, if any of you guys are ever sending me something to the P.O. Box, never pay for more shipping than you need to. Like, never try and get it, like, there really quickly, because I only visit the P.O. Box, like, every other week, every third week sometimes. So it's gonna wait there for a while anyways. So it starts, when you open it up, it's got like a page in it that says, open your Mythic chest, level 6+, and your in-game chest. I have opened my Mythic chest for the week. Card. And we've got a letter. Hazel, not sure if you remember. I do remember. I'm not going to read the whole thing. I'm not sure if that's what it was intended for. Hopefully everything inside will be useful. For your orbs of clarity, they're medicine balls. The concept is to rotate them in your hands. They strengthen the hand, relieve pain, and help with anxiety and stress. Interesting. Thank you again, sincerely, Andrew and Marissa. Hope Neff feels better. Aw, thank you. I love the handwritten letters. I keep all of these, and it's like the world's best mood booster on a bad day is to read something that somebody's written you. So there's all kinds of goodies in here. They're in Alliance wrapping paper. I need to step up my game. Did you print this? Oh my gosh. Okay. So this one, it says, it's got like a thumbnail on it. Hang on. Can you guys see that? The straw of steel. Increases chance to avoid spilling tea. Oh my goodness. The light went off. Yeah, hang on. I still haven't fixed the timers on this. Plus, I don't mind leaving it on for a little extra time because my pygmy chainsword is chaining. I think they all say different things. So this one, oh, it's a Jinx shirt. It's in the right size. How did you know I wanted clothes? Oh. Got like the Arthas shirt from Jinx. Stylish. DPS meter to use. I use Details. Love Details. I've been using it ever since that one time that recount wouldn't work for me, and I haven't gone back. I love it. It's awesome. And this one, okay, so this thumbnail, Pandarian Tunic. Taking care of any pets of any type grants the touch, rejuvenating your spirits and heals the pet for 7,800 every 2.8 seconds. Those are just the coolest thing. How did you make it? Because they're on like wrapping paper. I guess it's like really stiff wrapping paper. I use Details, but I call it Deets. Irchi, you seem like the kind of person that would have like a real fun nickname in your details, because you can set your own nickname and then any other players with details. Like you can see in my details. Actually, you can't because I've got it close right now, but like it says Hazel. So this is the Pandaria women's shirt. I'm so excited about this, especially because they're like the women's cut ones in my size. Like I've gone through a big phase of buying oversized men's t-shirts, and I still like them, and I still love being that comfy. But I'm starting to wish I had a few more things that fit me better, so this is really nice. So this is the Pandaren one. Is it just me, or does it look like the genie from Aladdin? Is Will Smith on this shirt? Is that Lei Shen? I missed that patch. I love the colors though, because they've got like the blue. And then these ones are square packages. Hi from New Zealand. What's up, Lee? How are you doing? We're doing a little P.O. Box mail time. Hazel's Overdrive Codex increases multitasking ability by 18. I need these actual things. Where's Hazel's, like, orb of focus that lets her actually sit and focus on the thing that she's trying to work on for, like, longer than 8 minutes at a time? You got me a stream deck! No way! I've been wanting, this has been on like my Amazon wish list forever, and it's one of those things that I kind of look at whenever I'm shopping on Amazon. I'm like, well, no, do I really, should I really buy one, but I like wanted one? Oh my gosh. And you got me the one with all the keys on it? These are like, it's basically like a customizable keypad with like LED keys that you can change the image on, and then you can set them to different like macros and streaming functions. So I could have one that would like mute my mic. I could have them that like switch the scenes for me. I can do some cool stuff with this. That's awesome. And then this must be the medicine balls, because it's heavy. This is just like the most thoughtful Christmas ever. It's not even my birthday. Orbs of Clarity. Soothes stress and anxiety. How did you know? Oh, man. That's pretty cool. That stream deck puts my puppy to shame. Your puppy's been kind of quiet for the last week or so. Hope it's okay. Ooh, it's pretty. Oh, I should try not to like dump it onto my headset or my new stream deck. Okay, but I just want to show you guys how pretty the box is. It's like, you got like some tassel action going on here. And then that opens. And these are for strengthening and soothing. You like hold them in your hands apparently. And I'm glad that you told me that, otherwise I would never have known. Oh, they're pretty too. Try not to drop it, try not to drop it. I feel like a monk now. With a stream deck. Thanks, Andrew. I hope you and Marissa are doing real well. This is awesome. Alright, well, this is going to make the last packages look less exciting. Those are some nice... These are some nice balls. They're pretty. I like that. I need, like, a little... I guess I can keep them in the box. I was going to say, I need, like, a little thing on my desk to put them in, but I guess I have this lovely box with, like, an easy tassel pull thing that I can keep them in. It's like, that's definitely, like, a keep on the desk kind of thing. And then I would put on one of the shirts, but it's like warm in here and I don't want to sweat all over it when it's brand new. So this one is from a brand, and I thought that they weren't going to send this. Like, we talked about it, and then they said they couldn't ship to a P.O. box. I was like, oh, okay, well, that's fine then. And then I think they did. I think they just shipped to the P.O. box anyways. I thought this wasn't coming, but I guess it is. So unless I'm confused, I think this is a review sample of a HyperX product, which would mean that I would do a video, just kind of like checking it out at some point. Not sponsored, I didn't pay for it, but I also didn't pay for it. Or they didn't pay me for it. Nobody paid anybody. Oh yeah, that's what it is. It is this thing. Okay, so HyperX is doing a USB streaming mic, and I was really curious to find out like if it's a good option, because people ask me about my mic, and I don't want to recommend this to people because I mean it's great, but it's also like $250 or something like that. It's overkill, like it's unnecessary. So I don't know the price point of this thing, but this is a USB mic, I think. So you don't have to get like the XLR mixer. So it's a HyperX Quadcast. It comes with a shock mount. It's like a desk stand with a shock mount. So I'm probably not going to like fully rip it out of the box here on stream. But at some point, hopefully soon, because it is fairly new, at some point I want to just like run some tests on it, do some sound tests on it, see what it sounds like, see how the shock mount works, and find out if it's actually worth people's money. Because this isn't like a paid review or anything, I just want to know. And see if that's any good. It looks cool. You know, that's the first step to anything, is does it look cool? Tap to mute with LED status indicator designed for streaming. Interesting. Neat. They look a little like bath bombs. Your hair looks beautiful, like you've had a hot oil treatment or a good condition. I shouldn't, I mean, I'm not lying, but I also haven't shared. I actually got a treatment done yesterday. I had a Brazilian blowout, which is like where they iron a keratin solution into your hair. So I got that done at the salon yesterday, and that should hopefully last a while to make it less insane, which I'm so far enjoying very much. But I don't know why I was so reluctant to share that. I feel like people are going to judge me for it. I don't know why. People are weird about hair. But yeah, okay, so I'm going to clean up a tiny bit, and by clean up I just mean push things slightly to the side, and then we can get back to our stream of some gameplay. Oh my gosh, I can't wait to try out the Stream Deck. I had like a list of things. I had like a document somewhere where I'd like written up ideas of things that I wanted to bind to macro keys for streaming if I ever got one of these. I can't believe I have one. Sick. Okay. Should I do more islands? I should do at least islands until I get the last 18 doubloons that I need. Hang on, make sure the knife's away. For my albatross. Alright, new group. Pre-made group finder, same deal. Starter group, hi, I'm Hazel. Item level 390. And I'm gonna do a couple more, you know, probably like 2 or 3. Looks nice. You've been judged by. Love the glasses, thanks. Hardware Connects did a review on that mic, they liked it. I heard they were sending out copies of it. I just didn't think they'd be able to ship to the PO box. Alright. Welcome, everybody. Don't want to be greedy. No worries. I'm going to queue us up. Is it overpriced? Is what overpriced? I played games. Oh, for the first... Oh, this one. I've been buying new headsets due to mic quality for more permanent setup. I think 200 isn't bad. Yeah, I mean, for me, it was money well spent, because not only has it been... Like, this is a Rode NT1A. Not only has it been great sound quality, but it's also been impeccably reliable. I have never in my life had a problem with this mic, and I can't say that about any other piece of my kit. Every other thing that I own, I've had to fight with at some point or another in its life, and the mic just works. And it works exactly the way I want it to, and I love it dearly. So I actually don't know if, I haven't looked at the price in a while. Let's see. Rode NT1A. This was the anniversary edition. Cardioid condenser. Microphone. Yeah, $230 right now. It says full price is $370, but that's just Amazon. I doubt it was ever $370. How could anyone ask for a Brazilian blowout with a straight face? Uh-huh. You have a point. Oh, man. USB mic, not XLR. The quality will be bottlenecked. Yeah, but then, I mean, I think for a lot of... Obviously it's not going to sound as good as this one, and I should, when I do my video with a comparison, I should try to make that clear that it's not trying to be this one. It's just trying to be a good mic for streamers that don't want to have to, you know, if you're like a brand new streamer, maybe you don't want to have to learn about getting an XLR mixer. Maybe you just want something that you can plug into your computer, or maybe you're like traveling, you don't want to travel with a mixer, you just want to like bring your mobile setup and then just a USB mic, because I've had some USB mics and they've all been the best. I mean, the Yeti's a USB mic. I guess that's the comparison. I don't still have it around, so I can't do a direct comparison on that. I guess I can pull up like old sound that I have from it. I can pull up the sound from my Yeti video. Noticed your tattoo. Could you show it off a little? I have some video or some pictures that have like a better quality image of it than I'm going to be able to get on like a stream camera. if you go to my YouTube channel and you go to the About section, there is an Imager link with more detailed tattoo photos. I just had to tackle my dog to take a bar of soap out of his mouth. That sounds like a Friday. Was it like fruity soap? Does he often eat soap? Was he burping bubbles? Do you have Bruce yet? No. I mean, I don't think I can do it all on stream, especially because we might run into a situation where there's longer queues for the thing because I'm streaming. So it looks like the quest is like over here. So I'm just gonna pull a bunch of spiders. And Dark Void, Shadow, Crash, Void Erupt. This is my details. So you can see it says Hazel with like regular letters, and that's because I'm able to set my nickname in detail so that it doesn't have to have like all of the extra vowels that I shove in it. I'm not a streamer, but all I want is a stream deck. I've heard they're really useful for other stuff. Like, it's just a macro board. It's just a customizable macro board with LED. Hang on. I picked up the thing so that I could do the thing. That's the thing. It's just a customizable macro board with LED buttons on it. So you can set that up for whatever you want. I could put editing functions on it if I want, although I'm at a point in my relationship with Adobe Premiere where I'm just trying really hard not to offend her. You know, her feelings are very easily hurt, and I'm just trying to... Where am I going with this? I give up. Abort. Abort! Hi Hazel, hope you enjoy doing islands. I would join, but I don't have any max level alliance characters. Any tips on islands or leveling? I mean, you can level via islands if you want to combine both of them. I do actually really enjoy islands. They're like the perfect if you just kind of want to sit down and play WoW and you want chances at stuff and you don't really know what you want to do. Oh, I thought I was out of that and I was not. I will wait and see if there's an orb that spawns. For leveling, I would say grab herbalism, grab mining, because you're going to get extra experience every time you pick up one of those notes. Dog must have great breath. Item level is 407, which is not enough to save you if you think you're out of the AoE, but you are not. Was there an orb? I guess I can just wait for a res, actually. Now that we're down. Love your hair today, Hazel. Thanks, Joshua. Happy to catch a stream. Just starting again after the start of BFA. What is a good place to start in order to catch up? So you probably want... Oh, I am up. You probably want to get your item level caught up a little bit. There's a lot of ways that you can do that. I would say depending on what your item level's at, but you might want to do some service metal farming. Like check out the service metal vendor, see if there's anything you want there. Do some invasions whenever those are up. Do some war fronts. There's some good fresh stuff that you can get out of that. You can get some gear out of that. You can get some appearances. You can get pets. You can get mounts. So I'd start there. I would start with the warfront content, the Darkshore and the Arathi stuff, and do invasions whenever they're up. But there's a lot going on. It depends on what your goals are. Did you get a haircut? I didn't get any haircut off this time. I was kind of stubborn about it. She wanted to trim more length off my ends because my hair is damaged towards the bottom because of all the processing that's been done to it, especially like the older pieces. And she wanted to take it up about 3 inches to get rid of the stuff that's like extra damaged. And I didn't let her do it because I don't want to. I know it's the right thing to do, but I like really like long hair and it's already shorter than I want it to be. And I'm afraid that if I get it cut even shorter than this, I'm just going to hate it. But she's right. But I'm also really stubborn, so no. How many level 25 pets do you got? I just finished leveling the rest of my current pets to 25. So 1,071. Or at least I have 1,071 unique pets, and every pet that could be leveled has been leveled. There might be like some non-combat pets like the flower pot and whatever that are not leveled, but that's because they can't be. I have a level 105 no Morlock. I just got Comet at my first run of Mogashan. Congrats! You have an unspent trait in your headpiece, do I? Oh wow, I actually do. Also, I'm apparently wearing my Healing Azurite trait, so that's a bummer. Can I switch gear in here? Will it let me do that? I don't know which ones of these I want to wear. This green, is that better? Like, I still have an unused trait, but I was wearing my healing stuff from that one Mythic Plus I did like a while ago. Oops. Usually I see that pop-up that's like, you have Azurite traits to learn, and it's usually a lie. Does that happen to you guys? It happens all the time to me. I'll just get a notification and it'll just be like dinging and glowing in that little corner. And it'll be just like, you have unspent Azurite traits, and I'll open it up and it's like, no you don't. I've spent them all, I'm good. So when I actually have upgrades to get, it's kind of surprising. I know you don't go outside, but I want to know if you're excited about the new Captain Marvel and Avengers Endgame when they come to Netflix in 10 months. I know a lot of people have been real hyped about the trailers and whatnot, and I guess they're in theaters now. I am kind of over superhero movies. I was never like a comic book person to begin with, but I got into like the hype train along with everybody else with like the early ones. Like the original Iron Man and the original Captain America. I really liked the first Captain America. And then I watched the sequels, but like the more I watched, the less I cared. And that kind of culminated in like the first Avengers that I couldn't really care. I'm sure it's cool. I guess it's just not for me. Action for the sake of action doesn't usually do much for me unless it's like real cheesy. I will watch the heck out of something that has super, super cheesy, overdone martial arts sequences in it. I love Into the Badlands for that reason. But if it's just like action that just looks expensive and, you know, explosions and car chases and it's just for the sake of the action, I don't really care. Make gear sets and assign them to a spec. I thought I had that set up. I almost never, ever, ever put on the healing stuff, so I haven't updated it for one. I have them here, I just haven't saved them. And then, because I never ever ever put on the healing stuff, I would never remember to take it off. Happens to me every time. So annoying. Oh, I'm glad it's not just me then. Also, I accidentally aggroed a ghoul. Now, there's a couple of little things we can loot. Superheroes are overdone. They're just like really taking them for all they're worth. And I think that there's still like, they can still make a really good superhero movie. And I'm sure there's a lot of value in the existing ones and in the new ones. That's just valuable to people that are like already into superheroes, which I was not. So I'm sure they're neat. I'm just not super, super into it. Okay. We can head south. I'm annoyed that that one's not. That one rare is remaining gray. That's kind of frustrating. Stuff over here. Do you want more pet battle dungeons? If so, which one would you want next? Sorry, I'm filling chat a lot. You don't gotta apologize for that. That's one of the best things you can do for a streamer is talk in their chat, because it, you know, gives us somebody to talk to, makes us feel less lonely, and makes us look cool, and also we get to talk to you, which is nice. I don't know if I need one right now. I would like for them to wait until I'm really missing pet dungeons, because pet dungeons are one of those things where like it's kind of fun. It's a nice excuse for them to put some new rewards in. But when you actually get to doing it, you get all your strats worked out, you figure out how you're gonna do it, and you do it, and then you're like, well, now I have to do this like 45-minute pet battle marathon every week until I've got all the stuff, and it's like a huge relief when you're finally done. So I need to really miss it before they add any more. Otherwise, I'm just gonna be like, oh no, I don't want to do this again now. They're not innately very exciting. These fake messages happen from time to time. Painful to hear you don't like Marvel movies. I'm trying not to. I'm sure they're not bad. They're just not something. They're not my cup of tea, as it were. If it makes you feel any better, DC movies aren't any better for me. It's not like all superhero. Like I really liked the Umbrella Academy. I got a big kick out of that. It's not like the concept is flawed. I think maybe I don't like blockbuster movies. I want more movies with women sitting around talking about their relationships. Oh man, can I interest you in some K-dramas? That would be the stuff. I would like to kill this one. And there's no orb. You said you loved Gallivant, as do I, so I know I can trust your opinion. I'm an easy sell with like good musicals. Anything with like some real good musical numbers. Maybe that's what's missing from like action superhero movies. Maybe they just need more you know, song and dance numbers. Maybe that would do it for me. Got a Seafarer's pouch and a sack of plunder. Let's see how many doubloons that is. We're so close. Just need 1,000. Shaolin Soccer, Kung Fu Hustle. Very good stuff. The Kung Fu Hustle sequel. So that was... I need 2 more. I need 2 more doubloons if I just looted 2 doubloons. Alright. I'm going back in. Doesn't have to be a mythic one, but you know, the mythic ones have chances at other stuff. I did not see Ready Player One. Thanos did nothing wrong. It's amazing how pervasive the Thanos memes have gotten to the point that I have not seen whatever movie he was in, but I know exactly the whole premise of the whole Infinity Gauntlet Thanos snap thing because that meme just, like, took over everything. Which Pandaria pet's your favorite? From Pandaria? I keep thinking of favorite pets and realizing they're not from Pandaria. I liked the crane chicks. Oh, the carp. I can't forget about the goldfish. The, I just want goldfish really badly in real life, and I really like the design of the, like, the WoW carp. And also, they were fun to fish for. Does that mean you're a fan of Forbidden Kingdom with Jackie Chan and Jet Li? That was the first. Forbidden Kingdom was the first martial arts movie I ever watched. And it was funny that, like, I don't remember why I did this, but I was at the time, I was like 18. I was working at a gas station. And our gas station had this, like, rolling rack of DVDs on it. And they were weird movies. They were like, I'm not 100% sure they were officially licensed. They might have been bootleg copies. I don't know. It wasn't a trashy gas station, but it wasn't a real fancy one either. And for whatever reason, they were, like, on sale. Were they on sale or were they free? I don't know. There was some reason why I was, like, buying some because they were cheap or something. Or maybe I just wanted to watch a movie. I don't know. I was living alone. I was very bored. I played too much WoW. And I bought a copy of The Forbidden Kingdom. I didn't even like martial arts movies at the time. But I was like, well, I mean, this looks like a thing. I'll find out what this is all about. And I, like, went home and I watched it by myself. And I was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen. It's so funny. It's just so entertaining. I still have that DVD somewhere. What's your opinion on the Warcraft movie? I love the Warcraft movie. And I think that's a good example of a movie that I would not have enjoyed if I had not already been into the subject matter. So, like, the opposite of how I am with the superhero movies. Like, I can see a Marvel fan, the comic fan, loving a Marvel movie in the same way that I love the Warcraft movie. Like, maybe the movie's not good enough to really, like, capture the imaginations of everybody. But somebody that was already invested in the source material. For sure. I love the Warcraft movie. It had some flaws. But I thought it was a fun time. I wish they would have made more of them. I thought it looked decent. I mean, like, there were a couple of, like, the CG was good. The acting was, I thought it was fine. I enjoyed it. The costumes were great until you got to the extras for the Alliance scene, and then it was terrible. But most of them are good. Favorite squirrel? The original one that throws acorns at people. Nuts. Mechanical Pandar and Dragonlink. That's the one I use the most from Pandaria, for sure. There's no such thing as too much WoW. I like it when people respond to my comments. I get a big kick out of that if I'm, like, chatting. I almost never chat in a stream if I'm watching one, which I haven't really been lately. But if I am watching a stream, I almost never chat because, like, after I've sent a message, I have, like, stream chat anxiety where I feel like, one, I can't get up because what if they respond to my message and I'm not there? Two, what if I see them read it and they don't respond to it? Which I apologize to everybody I've ever done that to. It's just a fact of life. But, like, that's not... Because then you're wondering, well, why didn't... Like, you know, did they just miss it? Did they not want to answer? Did I make a typo and now they think I'm dumb? Like, you know, you go through that whole thing. And then if they do respond, that's like I just get too worked up about the whole thing, so I just don't chat. I just lurk. Shout out to all my all my lurkers out here. I appreciate you. Book's better than the movie is a given. What's an example of a movie that was better than the book? the one that I can think of that comes to mind is Hunger Games, actually. I read all the Hunger Games books and I watched all the movies. And I think that to some like it's close, but I think that the movies were a little better than the books, actually. At least for the later ones. The later books kind of felt, I don't know. I didn't enjoy them much, but I did enjoy some of the later movies, I thought. Glasses are pretty lit. I like The Burning Squirrel. That's like my second choice. The Notebook was a better movie than a book. I guess I never read the Notebook, but I cried like a little girl like everybody else when I watched the movie for the first time. Lord of the Rings? Lord of the Rings, like, the movies are amazing and they're a classic for a reason, but they, by necessity, have to leave out a lot of stuff that makes the books really great. And I haven't read them in a very long time, so I couldn't point out a lot of specific examples beyond Tom Bombadil. But I don't know. I think those ones are good in their own ways. The Mist, Jaws. Never seen this. Blade Runner was better as a movie. I think, oh no, that's the other way around. What's a book? They're like really long articles that I buy on my tablet and then I read them. And they're just like a website article, except that they last for 1,000 pages. The Hobbit? Oh no, the Hobbit book is like the book. The Hobbit book is like, I don't know if it was a favorite, but I really enjoyed reading that as a kid. It's like Tolkien for children. Do we have the tool for that thing? Where is it? Lord of the Rings movies are beautiful, but don't hold a candle to the books. I have to force myself to chat and stream. I'm normally a lurker as well. I don't think anybody should ever feel bad about lurking. Some days you just don't want to talk. That's cool. Some days you can't talk. Maybe you just like have it on in the background somewhere and you don't have like the keyboard handy. That's fine. Stream chat's not for everybody. Let us all take a moment for Tom Bombadil. What an inspiration, honestly. If ever there was a fictional character that was life goals, it has to be Tom Bombadil. Shrek, the picture book was okay, but the movie was sweet. Was the book before the movie, or was it just a movie tie-in, though? That's what I want to know. Don't hold candles to books, they might catch on fire. People used to read like that. And I only know that, well, because one, it's logic, but secondly, because I read about it in books where you have, like, old books where people are reading in the books, and they're, like, reading by candlelight at nighttime, and I'm like, wow. I would absolutely accidentally light my book on fire. I would probably light my book on fire accidentally. Well, I guess back then it's harder to get copies of books, so you'd be, like, really careful about it, because you can't just, like, get another one real easy. But I can imagine, like, you know how I have my tea towel on my desk so that when I spill my tea, I can, like, mop it up without having to get up? I can imagine myself having, like, my, oops, books on fire, like, bin, like a metal, I guess, would they have just, like, you can't just, like, go to Target in that era and just buy a metal bin. I don't know. I'm glad I live now because I wouldn't be able to function back then. Nice to chat and stream. I just have an anxiety thing I've been trying to work on. The important thing is that you're working on it, though. That's, like, the biggest thing. It's very easy to just sort of tell yourself, well, this is who I am, and this is how I am, and this is just how I have to live. And it takes a lot of strength to work past that and to try and, like, stretch your boundaries, but it's so worth it if you can do it. I'm proud of you. I love my flameless candle. Hello from Vietnam. Hello. Hazel's bucket of water for the time she accidentally sets her book on fire in medieval times. Once they outpaced the books, Game of Thrones became very Hollywoody. I absolutely agree with that. They did a lot better. They're still making great TV, but they did much better when they had source material to work off of. But you can't blame them for that. You can blame George for that. I try not to blame George too much because I relate a lot. He's just living his life. Reading is the best thing ever. I've noticed that I tend to, like, idolize character traits in either people that I watch online or characters that I read about a lot. So I'll actively, if I'm trying to, like, improve something about myself, like, for example, if I'm trying to improve my focus and my work ethic, something that's been helping me lately while reading Harry Potter is like thinking about Hermione's work ethic, because girl can study, you know? And it's, you know, it's important to her, and she's like meticulous about it, and she's always on top of it, and she's so organized, and she like wanted to go to class so bad that she was like turning back time so she can go to more class. I look up to that. And I like trying to identify admirable traits in characters of books that I read and try to find things that I can like learn from them. So that even if it's a fiction book, it can still kind of be a self-help book, you know? You dig? Or like, sometimes I'll watch a show that has like a character and part of their plot is that they're trying really hard to like pass their exams or something, so you see a lot of scenes of them studying. And that makes me want to work hard when I see cool people that are cute do it, you know? So, I guess I need to find YouTubers that make videos about them working on YouTube, but making it look really cool, you know? Any book is a self-help book because your life is wild enough. There's lessons that all of us can learn from The Fellowship of the Ring. Name of the Wind by Patrick Rothfuss? You're not the first person to recommend that, I don't think. Oh, there's rare over here. I'm gonna pull this all by myself because that's smart. Princess Bride book is very entertaining in a different way from the movie. That's one that I've never read the book on that one. I've only seen the movie. I was surprised when I found out how old the movie was. I didn't know that it was an old movie when I first watched it. Also, I've aggroed. I find it difficult to find that sort of self-help in books, but I try, and occasionally it happens. Games can do that sometimes too if the story is good enough. I don't think I've ever had that from a game. The closest thing I've had is trying to emulate the same perseverance that I can exhibit in a Dark Souls game in like anything, literally anything that would be more useful than that. That's the closest I get. Oh man. One really good one that I used to read for like, what was it? I don't remember what I used to get out of it, but characters that I just admired a lot was reading Jane Eyre. Jane is just like, she's just so, I don't know. She's what I wanted to be. She makes her decisions very logically. She's not very dependent on people. And I really liked that about her. So I used to read that one, especially as a teenager when your life is just like, it feels very dramatic. And she's like a nice anti-drama role model. Is Hazel fanfic archived down? Oh my god. Thanks, Hazel. Now I feel old? Nah. We're just getting wiser. The benefit of doing a Mythic expedition compared to other difficulties: you get more Azurite, you get your weekly done faster, and there is a higher chance for it to give you the good stuff. There is still a chance for the easier ones to give you the good stuff, and if you can do those faster or find groups more quickly for them, then that's better. But if you can get into and do the Mythic ones, they are more lucrative. Karen, thanks for the super chat. I hope you are having an amazing Friday. I am, and I'm having such a better Friday since the stream. Like I'm sure if you rewind it, you can tell that I was in a bit of a mood earlier on, and I'm just in such a better place right now. It's wonderful. So thank you guys. I am done with islands for today because that, assuming that it was more than 2, there we go, should be enough. Thanks to everybody that helped me out with the runs. Should be enough to buy my new bird. Bird time. Bird. Squawk, squawk. Silt wing albatross. See, now I want to fly in Kulturis. Imagine flying this thing over Tiergard Sound. I can't wait. I want it. I would like it any day now. Give it. I thought it would be bigger. Hazel getting self-help from reading Hazel fanfiction. Imagine if that was like some kind of really strange therapy where you just read a story that someone wrote about you living the life that you want. I guess you could write it about yourself. Write fanfiction about your own life where you as a character are doing things that you as a person want to be doing, and then aspire to live up to the self-written fanfiction version of yourself. I should write a version of me that designs some new merch. What a cool bird. I love this one. I wish it was bigger. I thought it was going to be bigger. It's not as big as I want it to be. But size isn't everything, and it's a beautiful bird. Annalicia, thank you for the super chat. From now on, I expect at least one new mount per stream. I could probably ration that out for a while if I actually went back and got some of the easier ones. I'm missing, like, an Argent tournament mount. I'm missing some, like, weird Draenor ones. Oh, man. Okay, so now that that's done, I could level my Colturan. I kind of want to, like, poke around and try... I kind of want to go to Argus. I want to poke around in Argus and see if I can't... Well, I'm not going to get a mount to drop. I had a better idea, but I forgot it. Isn't that just contemporary writing? Not working on the bird. I've been gearing my alts. About 70 war thingies from the cat. Oh, you're so close. Bird is the word. There was a Will movie about that. Stranger Than Fiction, Will Ferrell. It's good. Interesting. I've heard of it, but I've never seen it. Argent takes forever. I'm still not done with that. I'm still refusing to go back because I thought I was done with it, but clearly I was wrong. The real Galaxy Brain is procrastinating on writing the self-help fanfic. Oh, man. I am so good at sitting down and planning all of the things I'm going to do to be a better person and all the ways I'm going to improve and, like, writing out, like, I can write the schedules, I can write the goals, I can do the short, mid, long-term goals, I can make them fit into all of the goal criteria. But it's easy to do too much of that and to never actually start. And that's the part that actually does the thing. Ugh, I don't know. Do you ever think you'll get Ball? I just got mine last week. I'm probably going to get Ball, like, next expansion after nobody cares anymore. That sounds like me. I went to Argus and then I gave up and I'm buying the pet slowly off the auction house. I'm missing some mounts. I need the... So if I look at my mount collection and I look at Argus, they're not even like that rare, right? So that's Glory of the Argus Raider. That's a later me problem. Battletooth National. Oh, you know what we should do? Actually, I want to do... Alright, well, I guess while I'm here, I can check real quick to see if Wrangler Kravos is up. He's like, what, by the lake? He was over here? I don't know. But, I want to run King's Rest with you guys, and I want to do the Miimii achievement. Hey, use that. I want to do the Miimii achievement for the mummy pet, because I don't have one, and I would like one. So we can do that today. I will put together a group. We'll run King's Rest, Mythic 0. We'll probably outgear it, so it should not be very hard. And I will talk us through, before we pull the last boss, I'll talk us through what we need to do. I killed Wrangler Kravos, and I did not get the mount. But now that I know he's up, I feel like I should make take more characters out here. It's like real quick. No, I need Miimii. There is a mummy pet. We're gonna get a mummy pet. I will show you how to do it. Me and 4 of you guys, hopefully, because I need help. Back to my home planet. Argus, Argus, Argus. That was supposed to say Argent, not Argus. Stream group? Yeah, alright. So, King's Rest. We're gonna need to get to the entrance. I'm gonna need to remember where it is. Oh yeah, it's behind Atal Dazar. Okay, so let me pull up the WoW page before I put together a group, because then I always like freak out when there's people waiting for me. It's like when I'm in, I'm sure some of you guys get this. You're like in line at like a coffee shop or something, and you're gonna order, and like you know what you're gonna get, but there's people behind you, and all of a sudden people are waiting for you, and you just blurt out that you want just like a fudge muffin, and that's not a thing, and also you don't want it, and then they just give you like some kind of a weird chocolate muffin. You're like, wow, I'm sad. But you take it anyways, because you don't want to tell them that you ordered the wrong thing. I'm looking up the achievement. So the pet looks like... Miimii. Miimii. Achievement is called How to Keep a Mummy. And it's going to be really easy. Just on the last boss, I'm pretty sure there's just 2 spots where 2 of us have to stand while the other 3 engage the boss. And we just stand there for a little bit, and then it'll like unlock, and then we can just finish the fight. So, on the final boss, it's the King's Rest. There will be 2 sarcophagi with 2 greenish stones in front of them. Pull the boss and have 1 party member stand in each stone. Lights will fill up around the bottom. When they are full, it will lock in. Kill the boss, and the pet's yours. Good. Pre-made groups. Dungeons. Starter group. King's Rest. Mythic. Title's going to be called Hi, I'm Hazel, but this is a Miimii run, which is like a normal run. So as long as like me and 1 other person figure out where to stand originally, it should be pretty hard to mess this up. So I can DPS or heal, but we got a healer, we got 2 more DPS, and we just need a tank now. That happened to me a few days ago. It's a horrible feeling. I cannot stand people waiting on me. Yep. I'm fine. Like, I try I try to live my life in a way that not that many people have to wait for me. You know, the nice thing about working by myself is that nobody's ever, I mean, sometimes you guys are waiting for me, but that's just like for a stream to start. I planned that ahead of time. Anyways. All right. We gonna do this thing. So I will head out there and we can hopefully send out some summons. I'm at work, can't join you to tank. All good. I don't know what the sarcophagi look like, but I'm sure we will figure it out when we get there. Server doesn't matter. Server hasn't mattered in a long time. As long as it's, I mean, I've filled up the group now, but in general, for like stream groups for me, if you are Alliance and you are on NA or Oceanic servers, you can join just fine. Should appear in the group finder. I loved that anime. What anime? I am a cook, so I always feel rushed. Kitchen jobs look so stressful. I never worked in a restaurant. I did retail, but I never did restaurants. A bunch of little lights that light up on the stone. Are they just like around the edge of the room? Go Squirrel Squad. Squirrel Squad! Ooh! There's a song on Just Dance called Miimii with a mummy dancing, a female one though. Man, I'm jealous. I love playing Just Dance, and I want to, but I live in an apartment, so there's people underneath me. So I don't want to jump around a whole bunch, and you look really, really dumb when you dance with like your feet planted to the ground. So that's one of the things that I want to do when I eventually one day... Why is this pouring so oddly? That's one of the things that I want to do one day when I have a house with like nobody downstairs, is just like get whatever the latest you know, Just Dance 2025, whatever it happens to be. And yeah, it'll be Mythic 0. I'm going to make sure that we have the difficulty set correctly. Dungeon difficulty Mythic. There we go. Forgetting to set the difficulty is a Hazel specialty. So it's not in Italdazar, it's behind Italdazar. Thought you did this already. Is there another pet dungeon drop? I have not done this yet. I was talking about doing it last week, but I hadn't done it yet. Also, I've fallen off the path. I'm sorry. I'll figure it out. I need to pay at least 5% more attention. I do this all the time, trying to make the jump onto the platform before the boat in Borealis. You know those 2 planks that they added that you can jump to right from the Tradewinds Market? I miss that jump and I like fall down and I get stuck like between the stairs and like the junk that's down there. I do that all the time. Can I just jump over here? I can. I learned so much from watching you. Thanks for the content. Thanks for being here. If you see her in line somewhere, give her all the time to place her order. I'm just trying to get out of the way. I just don't ever want to be in someone's way. That's all. We're good. I'm doing better in public, actually. I'm being a real person. Did fast food and that's stressful? I can only imagine a real kitchen is worse. Oh, the anime is called How to Keep a Mummy. Cute and funny. Need to work my Alliance tune so I can run some time. Spending lots of time working my Horde tune. So much to get caught up on. It's a lot to try and do both sides. Like, even doing the 2 sides to every story achievement. I should do it now because I have my Horde character all set up to, like, do it. I just don't know when. Maybe this weekend? I had something I wanted to work on this weekend. Okay. So, we are... Difficulty is set up, so we can just run it. Eat a salad. Get those vitamins. I can make conversation. Difficulty should be set. We can do the dungeon completely normally until the last boss, and then we'll figure out where we need to stand before we pull it. These talents will work. Cat in front of me. I think I scared my cat off when I started like throwing boxes on the floor after the unboxing. Those blasted barrels. Yeah. I think part of it is the mount too, right? Like some mounts are going to be, I I swear, like, they must have the same hitboxes as far as landing on stuff, but it feels like some mounts are, like, wide, so you're just, like, tromping along in, like, your hippo mount or whatever, and then you just can't quite land on the thing, or, like, you just go a little off kilter. What are you up to? It's getting dinner. I want to unlock Zandalari if I ever play Horde again. So we are doing King's Rest on Mythic 0 difficulty, and I'm going to try and pay attention and do, like, slightly more damage to help get this done before it's, like, 6 o'clock. Or at least more damage than I would do if... Oh, I forgot to not stand in that. I don't do this dungeon very often. But, we're doing King's Rest to get the mummy pet from the end. Disorderly Craft, thank you for the super chat. Very generous of you. Appreciate the support. Thanks for the awesome streams. Thank you. Oh, I can help. Oh, no. That was me. That was my fault. That was my job. Sorry. I said I was going to pay attention. Okay. So this time... I'm going to demonstrate the principle of learning by not standing in the suppression slam, that it's clearly marked by the little air traffic control things. And also, if I see more of the minions, I can mass dispel them, because that is my job as a Shadow Priest. I'm here for a reason. Can you open up your tune page so I can see stat percentages? Currently sitting 24, well, I mean the haste is going to like fluctuate depending on my current void form state. Crits at 24%, but I did eat some food, so I've got like a crit buff rolling. Yeah, it's for a pet. It's for a pet. Plus, it's pet bonus week, so I can help level it up now. I need to play enough Horde. I need to get Talongee's Expedition to Revered so I can buy the pet off that. But then I'm also going to need to farm, because there's a couple of Horde pets that are out of the Exalted Paragon caches, and I don't think I want to play that much Horde, so I might buy those. I might cave and like pay for those. Okay. My single target damage is going to be a little sad, but that's okay. Oh yeah, there's ads. That's right. we're not done the trash yet. For some reason, I thought we were ready for boss time already, but we're not. One bad habit that I have when I'm playing, especially if I'm just playing casually, is I really like getting my dots up. Oh, that's me. MD. Sorry. A little slow. I really like getting my dots up before I do the rest of my stuff, and that's usually not the way you want to live your life. Like, if you can throw off like a Shadow Word Void real quick and get yourself into Void Eruption territory, you want to get the Void Form rolling early, and you want to get through more of them. You can, you know, there's time to apply your dots later. Although, if it's going to die fast, then it's not that much later. I don't know. A lot of verse. Nice stats for Shadow Priest. Do I have a lot of verse? If I do, it's an accident. I don't usually try to stack it. My understanding might be out of date, but I still believe crit and haste are basically equal as long as they both feel decent. I have been favoring crit a little bit more because I have a lot of, or at least I used to, have a lot of stacks of, I guess I don't have them anymore. I had the Shadowy Apparitions buff trait. So, Spiteful Apparitions, so I was running a lot of crit to take advantage of that. But yeah, crit and haste are good. Mastery's kind of okay. Versatility's not great, but it's not going to ruin your day. Go to bed? Go to bed. It's 4:41 p.m. I haven't even had dinner yet. I don't know what I'm going to make for dinner. I had kind of a sad lunch. I didn't really want to cook anything. So, and I had like finished editing, and I was also cold back then, so I was like in an egg shape on my chair. And being in fetal position is not very conducive to eating. You can eat, but then it's just a bad idea. So I got myself like a granola bar and then like some yogurt and like some sweet potato chips that we have, and I was like, well, this is food. This'll do. It's close enough. So I should probably make like at least a salmon burger or something for dinner. There's a bunny outside my window that's like 3 feet long. Where on earth do you live? Like, we get bunnies sometimes, but they're just like little bun buns. They're just cute little ones. A 3 foot long bunny sounds like a monster. Don't consume much WoW content, but did you ever catch the Talios and Talks where they do Tally Theory Crafts? You had a good one this week. I'll have to catch up on that. I haven't seen it. It sounds like gold, though. It sounds awesome. Paying attention. Not reading chat. Doing the boss fight. Being a contributing member of this team that I have assembled. Go squad. I used to really not judge, but like get a little annoyed or frustrated with people that would mash every key like 90 times before it came off global because they want to like it to go off really quickly. It's like, it sounded like such a waste of effort. Just press it, you know, time it a little bit, try. But I am 100% that person. I don't know who I picked it up from, but now I am just like spamming every button waiting for it to come off cooldown. And I'm not even convinced it's faster. I'm sure if I was like well tuned and like in sync mentally with my global cooldown, I could press it just once at the correct time and then not have to wait for my finger to come down on the button again. But no, I have to mash it like I'm trying to win a game of, what was that one in Mario Party 5 where you're on the beanstalk and you're like hopping up? No, actually that's not the game. Any of the Mario Party games where you're just mashing a button. The way haste works, you gotta mash? Maybe. I don't think I can break the habit at this point, so hopefully it's good. Did you crumble the bar to your yogurt? No, that would have been better. Although it was like a vanilla, it was like a peanut butter granola bar and then a vanilla yogurt. I guess it would have been good. Yeah, no, that would have been better. I just had them separately. That ain't a bunny, that a rabbit. You boost your single target, or verse boost single target. You want haste and verse or crit verse gear with 20% crit and haste base. So basically whatever, but don't worry too much about mastery. Oh boy. Yeah. I just wear stuff if it looks like it's an item level upgrade. Or if Pawn tells me it's an upgrade on the stat weights that are a little outdated, if we're being real. I'm starting to think that for a 0 dungeon where there is no reaping, maybe Dark Void was not the best talent for me to take. I tried timing versus spamming, and timing was about a 15% DPS loss. Yeah, I guess actually you're right, especially like if you take into account haste, and you take into account, this should be a good pull, and you take into account, what do you call it, latency, and the way latency fluctuates, lag, exactly, yeah. Yeah, you're probably better off mashing. It's just, it's so loud. Like, can you guys hear this? Also, that's a dog bite. Joker, go lay down. You've got a bed somewhere else. Helps with muscle memory to mash. I do it even when I try not to. I worry. It's not a bad habit. It's how like every good WoW player I've ever known plays the game. And you can always, it's really funny. I think a lot of people that have like raided in like a Discord where somebody's got like an open mic, there's always that one guy that's like, you know, you don't hear him, but all of a sudden like it's, you know, the kill pull and you've been progressing for 3 weeks and everything's getting really tense and all of a sudden you just hear that guy just go and you just know he's just like super into it. And also he has a keyboard that is louder than if you were to explode the surface of the sun. Because that's a sound. Gotta mash. Do you have the mount for this dungeon? I do not, actually. That's another thing. It's technically a mount run, I suppose. It's a long one, but it's technically a mount run. Joker wanted to say hi. Joker wanted to sniff to see if there was anything he could eat in the packages that I put on the floor. Which there shouldn't be. Although he has eaten clothes before, actually. It's because you're using those razor key switches. These ones aren't too bad. These are the... Oh, no, it's not the stealth ones, actually. It used to be the stealth ones. My Orb Weaver stealth broke. You got them out the first time you ran this? Dang. Hearing you mash spam takes me back to the good old arcade days. Beware. I mean, that was how I used to play Smash Brothers. And how I still play Smash Brothers in the event that I ever have to. Is this gonna kill me? Nah. I don't know what those buttons do. Just press a bunch of them. And hope for the best. You know. Find one move that works, kind of, and then just press that one all the time. As you're giving up, hitting the sheets, have a good night. Joker will be jealous of the new puppy. Joker might eat the new puppy at this point. New puppy might have moved on from pet realm into food realm. My raid leader, I prefer my interpretation of Joker's actions. You guys are welcome to have Joker headcanon. You can imagine that he is any personality of dog that you like. He is a blank canvas personality-wise sometimes. Because he pretty much just waits until he can go outside. That's where he is his true self. And until then, he is just waiting. my raid leader has a mechanical keyboard and you hear clack, clack, clack when he gets annoyed. I love when you hear, like, you know, somebody says something that's like, I don't know, what do you say, like spicy. You know, they say something that you know not everybody in the raid is going to take well to. Or there's like, somebody has like a hot take or like whatever. And then you hear somebody's keyboard just going, because they're like typing furiously in whisper chat to somebody. I love that. You just know it's not going over well. Based on my fighting game experience, Smash is the only one where I can get away with pressing every button in any order. I always got really frustrated. Like, Smash Melee, I was happier with when I was a kid because I actually owned it, so I would play it by myself. But every Smash since then, where I've had zero practice on, I just get, like, frustrated because you get so very much owned by somebody who has a higher skill than you, which is what makes it a good esport. But when it's a party, but for a party game, I think that it actually really helps to have that randomness that a game like Mario Party has, so that people that haven't played the game every day since the time they were born can still have fun at the party. Like, it's not, I understand that I lost because I wasn't good, but I don't want to do that 14 times in a row when I'm just trying to, like, have fun with my friends on a Saturday, you know? So I would, like, play a couple of rounds, get absolutely murdered, and then just get, like, pouty about it and be like, well, I just won't play now, because it's not fun. I'm not a challenge for anybody. So that was never, not my favorite party game anyways. My boyfriend comments on that when he hears me typing a lot. He's like, who's getting the lecture? What did they do now? It's a spectator sport. Pressing. Noisy over there. You don't have to do anything about this, right? It's just damage. I ask that every time I run this dungeon, because I'm in here in, like, Mythic Plus, and I'm, like, trying real hard not to mess up, because I know I'm underexperienced in this one. And he does the fluid thing on you, and I'm like, wait a minute. Should I do something? Is there something I should be doing? I don't know. Okay. Is this the key? Nah. Mythic plus 0. We are here to do a Miimii run. So on the last boss, we're gonna do a thing, and that's gonna get us a pet. The granola with a little cream in the microwave? Losing first in Smash is kind of the worst. Chick-fil-A mistakenly put American cheese in my sandwich. They didn't even come with it for the 5th time this year. My apologies. Do you have, like, a punch card? You have like a Chick-fil-A tag in your digital diary where you can just, like, tag an entry where you've just got something to say. Don't get me wrong. Having American cheese in something that you did not want it on is a grievous offense. I can't stand grilled cheeses. And I know this is divisive because a lot of people, a grilled cheese made with, like, Kraft singles, like the super processed cheddar, for a lot of people that's like a childhood comfort food because that's what their parents made them as kids. And my dad would make me that as a kid. But then I'd go to, like, my grandmother's house, and she would make me one with, like, fresh bread that she had made, and then, like, super sharp cheddar. And that was some good stuff. And then I would go to Dad's, and he would just, like, make the Kraft single one. I'd be like, get out of here with this peasant grilled cheese. Bratty kid. So now I cannot stand singles on, like, a grilled cheese. They're okay on, like, a veggie burger, but that's because if it's a veggie burger 9 times out of 10, I will take anything that will mask the taste of whatever it was they put in that veggie burger. There are some good ones out there, but most of them are just, like, horrendous. Austin Winters, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. Feel free to share your feelings of veggie burgers if you have any. Or keep them to yourself if you don't. All up to you. But I do use the processed cheese to melt into mac and cheese. Not as the only cheese. I'll also use good cheese. But I found that if I melt a slice or two of processed cheese into a mac and cheese sauce that I'm making, it kind of lends the texture, like the gooey, cheesy texture that I want to the sauce. For some reason. Dad, where's my cheddar? Kraft singles are not cheese. I don't think they're even legally allowed to call them cheese. You love veggie burgers? I love mushroom burgers. But the problem with a lot of veggie burgers, I find, and this is true of a lot of meat replacements, is that a lot of them are trying to taste like meat, but be meatless. And I think that's a perfectly fine thing for somebody that is not eating meat for health reasons. But I don't eat meat because I don't want to eat meat. So I really don't want things that are not meat to taste like meat, you know? Like, I'm not trying to eat pretend meat. Like, that's almost as gross as actual meat. It's less of a moral thing, although I do get to feel like a, what do you call it? Like, I do get to enjoy my high horse, but it's less of a moral thing. I'm more just like, I just thought meat was gross. I just didn't like it. Mizithra cheese has a nice addition. Mizithra cheese. I don't know what that is, but it sounds expensive. The best mac and cheese I ever had in my life was at a movie theater that had like a restaurant attached to it. They would like let you order from like a full restaurant menu and then bring you like your food and cocktails to your seat as you watched your movie. It was like really expensive. The tickets, the cocktails, the food, all of it. Crazy expensive, but really good. And I've been trying to recreate that grilled cheese or that mac and cheese ever since, and I can't do it because I'm too cheap to like spend the money on the really good cheese that you need to make the really good mac and cheese and then just like melt it into a sauce. It feels like an insult to the cheese and also to the like $30 that you spent on the cheese for this mac and cheese. Like, I can't, if I'm cooking at home, I can't have it cost me $30. I don't know. But I've also never been able to make any mac and cheese as good as that one ever again. Also, I think the cocktail may have made the mac and cheese taste better. I think I was just like a little tipsy and also really wanted some mac and cheese, as one does when they are inebriated. What do you enjoy doing most in WoW? It depends on the mood. Sometimes raiding is just like the high, and sometimes I would rather not be raiding, but I'm there anyways because it's raid time. Sometimes I just really want to log on and just like level or like pick herbs. It just kind of depends on what I'm in the mood for. I like doing transmog runs. Those are like universally chill to me. Just like running through a raid because it's not super high. Like, I'm not disappointed if I don't get many appearances, and it's likely enough that I will probably get some appearances. We're in a line, right? Yeah. I hate this boss. This boss is the one that always gives me trouble. Not this one particularly, but like this fight in general. Always been a hard time. Oh no, I don't need to dot that guy. That's right. Every key I've ever done has always wiped a couple times in this fight. It's also very long. What do we got? Butcher lady. It's got a smooth texture.
Beware.
Gruyere cheese works wonders. I've put Gruyere, that like if I'm ever buying cheese for it, sometimes I'll buy cheap Gruyere or cheap Gorgonzola cheese, and those help a lot. I'm sure expensive Gruyere or expensive Gorgonzola would help more, but again, it's that whole like, it's the same reason I don't use combat pots. Like, I don't want to press a goodbye a whole bunch of money button. It's just too valuable for me to use as a consumable. When I could do that, like, I won't die of starvation if I don't have really delicious grilled or mac and cheese. Just like I won't not complete the dungeon if I don't use a combat pot. I just won't do quite as well in the charts, right? Like, it's not worth the trade-off. S-Priest and kiting don't go together? No, not so much. Not so much. Hey, here's a bridge cutscene that you can skip. Throne of Thunder, take notes. All this cheese talk is making me hungry. I tend to get a little fixated on food topics as we get closer to dinner time on these Friday streams. I'm Mythic raid, so I'm sucking down pots like I'm parched, not good in the wallet. I feel like for that though, you've like, or at least I would imagine that you kind of accept the cost of the raid. So we can do this part. This is still trash. Yeah, kill this guy for now. You would just sort of accept that as the cost of raiding. Like, if I was gonna take dance classes, I'd be like, well, I gotta spend a whole bunch of money on these special shoes or whatever first, right? Although, you could take that same argument and apply it to heroic raiding. But, like, with mythic stuff, it's a very real chance that you will not kill it if you don't have everybody using all their consumables. It does add up. We're just raiding on an easy enough difficulty that we're gonna kill it all anyways. I want to dispel that. There we go. Oh, yeah. So they're in the back of the room. There should be a green light in front of them. So before we pull the boss, we'll find them. I'll stand on one, and then somebody else can stand on the other one. Sarcophagi with green light. Let's see. So there's the 2 sarcophagi. There should be a spot. So I'm going to go around to the back here. There should be a spot in front of it. Is it these things? Is this it? So if I'm assuming this is it. I don't see a green light, but this is the only sarcophagi I see. So if I stand here, and then you've got someone standing the other one, and then the rest of you, theoretically, will pull the boss, and we're going to stay on these spots for a while, and they should fully, like, go around and light up, and then we can go kill it. So we just, like, hang out here for, like, the first 30 seconds or something after he's pulled, and then we should be good. So go whenever you feel ready. I'm just going to sit here. Those are the plates. Cool. Race changed to no. My mount is huge. I love it. Isn't that cool? Like, no mounts are actually, they scale a little bigger than some other races' mounts. Okay, so I'm on here. I should see a light, right? I'm not levitated. It should glow. I don't see any light. One of them should shake. Am I in the right spot? Free Miimii the mummy. I mean, I guess I can help from over here. You are in the right spot? So should I stay here? Is there somebody on the other side? I can kind of see. Oh no, I've been kicked. Like, I think we both need to do it at the same time. But I can't tell. Alright, you are on the other side. So what are we doing wrong? You see the lights after bed? Okay, so we'll just stay here then. Cool. Alright. Oh, there's the lights. There's lights. Oh, I see. So now I wait. And then they pop up. And... well, I'm nervous, so I guess I'm just gonna stay here. I think I should be good now because it's gone all the way around. Oh, I got feared out of it. It's like missing one corner one. Oh, see, now it's glowing. Oh no, that's me. I'm glowing. Beware. I think it's probably good. They're like, I think I'm good now. Donna, thanks for becoming a member. Welcome to the Squirrel Squad. Appreciate the support. So many new members today. It's so exciting. Thanks, guys. I hope you enjoy your new emotes and your new icon. Once you see the lights, you can kill the boss as normal. All right, cool. I see lights there. I see lights here. I think this is it. I think that's all we needed to do. No? Should I go stand? I will stand, just in case. I think I'm set, though. Beware. Thought it needed to shake. One of them should be shaking. Yeah, that one's shaking over there, I think. Yeah. It's only the one of them. We have to unlock both of them, but only one of them will shake. I can stand here just in case, though. There's no harm in it. Coffin will shake when ready. How to keep a mummy. Good job, guys. We did it. We should have a Miimii. Oh, maybe I get it in the mail. I do have mail. Now, I'm going to come over here and I'm going to drop a mailbox. 1,000-year-old mummy wraps. We have the chicken and the mummy. Thanks, guys. Also, there should be loot in here somewhere, right? we did finish the raid. Maybe somebody, or dungeon, maybe somebody will get the mount. That'd be fun. No mount today. Thank you very much. I am going to take my mummy and head home. It was cool to watch. And thank you guys for watching the live stream. It is 5 o'clock. I am finished now. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me and watching. I will have this up probably tomorrow morning as usual. I will not be doing a Tuesday morning mount run stream this week. I am not available on Tuesday. I might try and do one later in the week, like Thursday, maybe, but we might just get mount runs next week. And Alicia, thank you very much for the super chat. Thank you for all of the super chats today and all of the new memberships. I appreciate it a ton. It helps so much. And I hope you guys have a wonderful, wonderful day.